Hello, Aquarians. Welcome to Souls Intersect. I have your May of 2016 reading. I pulled 4 cards for you for this month from my Morgan Greer deck, and then a 5th card fell out of the deck while I was shuffling, and I will get to that in a moment. In summary, I feel like some really nice, easy energy of this huge heart opening that very well could include forgiveness of someone, and then also a newness coming in, possibly with, because of that forgiveness, it kind of opening a gateway to something new, something that could be very stabilizing for you. And because I also had the 4 of Wands fall out of the deck, I definitely feel like for someone, there is a new home. Someone is moving into a new home. And it's something that whoever this is speaking to, it's something you've been waiting for a long time, and it's finally coming through. And I feel like it's really something that you've dreamed about. Like you have wanted, for example, a garden, been dreaming about being able to have a garden, and finally that's something that you're going to be able to do, probably coming up this summer. And for others of you, that may be something, that may be an activity that could be good for you if it's something you hadn't thought of before. Just kind of getting into the ground, some of that grounding energy. You're an air sign, and so sometimes there can be a lack of groundedness. With the Ace of Pentacles, that could be something new that you might like to start. But regardless, the energy is going to be there for something new that's grounding, and it could be a new job for some of you. But I really feel like it's more of an energy. There may be someone starting a new job as well. But I'm really getting home more, and also just a new energy to possibly start a project, but really just almost relax, like be able to do some things that you like to do that do make you feel grounded. And I feel like the time is right for that. It's possible that either in terms of the home that you've been waiting for, or in terms of something else for others of you, that there were some type of regulations or restrictions, red tape that may have been preventing you from getting it sooner. And I feel like the Emperor is kind of speaking to that. It's feeling in this reading like a bit of a disruptive energy. I feel like it's starting to fade, so it's something that might still come into play, for example, with the home situation. But with his back turned to the situation, I feel like it's going to be he'll be losing some of his power, and you'll be moving away from that stage of it where there may have been restrictions or hoops that you had to jump through to really get to where you wanted, to get to the home that you wanted, or like I said, just to get to that place where there's a bit more calm surrounding you, where you can have some time to do peaceful grounding activities for yourself. Okay, let me see what else I get. In regard to the King of Cups here facing the Judgment, for some of you, I feel like this is a family issue, a grudge that you may have been holding on to, or possibly that someone who's a water sign has been holding on to for you. And that's something that's going to release with this new calm energy moving in for you. I am picking up a love relationship, a lot of emotions. There's a lot of water in these 2 cards. And of course the Judgment has a lot of elements in it too, other elements, all of them really. You have the air, the fire, especially in this depiction, and then the water in the background there, and then the mountains, which are pretty earthy. But I'm really picking up on the water, matching the water in this King of Cups card. And so I feel like there's this emotional energy, and I just picked up an affair of some kind. So either someone is going to forgive you for possibly an affair that you were involved in, or vice versa. You could be forgiving someone for a betrayal of that kind in terms of a relationship that you were in or are in. But I'm picking up for some of you that it's the other way. And even if it's not something where you had like a physical affair with someone who was in a committed relationship or marriage, it may be that there's a love between you and someone who's in another relationship or marriage, and possibly some kind of emotional affair. Or even if it's just a friendship, I do feel like there's that dynamic regardless. So I'm feeling that I'm seeing really these two in this judgment card as having this immense heart connection to where, whether it was whatever part of the scale it's on, whether it was you just pursuing the friendship and talking, all the way down to actually having a physical affair or exchanging words about your love for each other. I feel like that's something that some of you are experiencing right now with someone, and there's this someone looking on who does feel thwarted, or did in the past, and it's been a really emotional time for them, but they are starting to forgive the situation. I feel like they almost, at least at the soul level or their higher selves, are understanding that you have this connection that they possibly don't have with this person, or that at least yours is greater, and they're just understanding that it almost couldn't be helped, like it was almost supposed to happen, regardless of how betrayed or thwarted they felt before. That person may have expressed anger and immaturity in the past, a person feeling betrayed, but I feel like they actually are, at the heart of it, a really mature person, and I feel like they're coming to terms with that more now. They're really tapping into this forgiveness energy, and I think you're helping with that. It may be something that you've been praying for, and with this really beautiful energy of this whole month, and it could be moving into June too, but that Ace of Pentacles energy moving in for you is really helping to allow for that forgiveness from that other person. Or again, it could be still you forgiving someone as well. It's also possible that there's an Aries involved. The Emperor is associated with Aries sometimes, and with it being the number 4 as well, some Aries do have their birthdays in April, or this is something could have happened in April that changed the dynamic of some of this. So one of the people involved in this could very well be an Aries. Okay, let me see what else I pick up on here. Okay, I'm getting something about schooling. Some of you may have applied for something, and the new energy of moving forward could be a school that you're going to attend, a program. It could be a bachelor's program or a master's or PhD program. I feel like someone got into a program that they almost didn't feel like they would get into. They really wanted it, and at some point I feel like you weren't expecting it. You had almost actually kind of surrendered and felt like, I'm not going to get into this. And then all of a sudden you found out that you did. It may have been like a late, you may have been waitlisted or something, and then found out late. And something shifted and you did get in. And I feel like there's some surprise and fear around that. You may have been starting to make other plans because you didn't think you were getting in. But this is a gift, and it was meant to happen. I feel like you were supposed to get in. It's possible this is about a job too, but I'm really picking up school, like university energy. It could be working at a university too, but it feels more of like a student energy. I feel like this Emperor here someone played a role, not someone who knows you who did a favor or anything like that, but something happened where like someone on a committee, something shifted, like a department head was changed or something like that, and your application was there, possibly on a wait list or possibly was next on the list in some way, and your application spoke to this person, and this person really went to bat for you. This could really just be speaking to one person because it sounds like a pretty specific situation. Also, it could be that the man that I'm talking about is just one specific situation, but getting into something that you didn't think you were going to get into could apply to multiple people. Regardless, again, it was supposed to happen. I'm getting that it was an act of God, so that might speak to some people. And I feel like you just found out, or you found out in April, and it's completely opening up this really fertile door for you that you're seeing in this Ace of Pentacles. And it really is a gift from the heavens, like you see this hand handing out this pentacle. And the Four of Wands plays into that as well. Although a lot of times it has to do with more like home life or relationship stability or marriage. I feel like it is also for you in this the stabilizing and grounding feeling of being able to establish the foundation that you need to for the type of research that you want to do, the field that you want to be in, at the place that you want to be in. I feel like there are people that you need to work with. It really feels like master's or PhD, because I'm seeing the Four of Wands as here for committee members that will be on your committee, that you it was meant to happen. These are people that are really going to help you on your career path, something that you're meant to do, like it's part of your mission. Okay. And I did pick up some fear around that, though, so I wanted to come back to that. It seems to me that there may be part of you that feels like you don't deserve this. This could also apply to the person getting a new house, or whoever might be moving into a new house that they've been waiting for. So whether it's the house or this academic program, or again, possibly a job, even a relationship starting for someone, there's an energy here for you Aquarians, although we have this peaceful grounding energy, making it easy for you to kind of get what you want on certain levels this month, or coming up in the next few weeks. There's also this feeling of not being able to, that you don't deserve it. And I feel like I'm coming back to the Judgment card because there's an element of needing to forgive yourself for something. I'm not sure where it's coming from, and it's going to be different for different people about why you may feel like you don't deserve something. But it's going to come down to forgiving yourself and really opening your heart to what's coming forward for you and allowing in this new energy. We resist things all the time, and it's very common for people to punish themselves for things. So it is a possibility that you wouldn't be able to engage in this ease of energy that's coming up for you because of a resistance coming from thinking that you don't deserve something. So if you feel like that applies to you, I really encourage you to work on, have a conversation with yourself. It's going to come down to forgiving yourself with this Judgment card and loving yourself with this King of Cups card. You do deserve this, and it's happening to you for a reason. It would not be happening to you if it wasn't your time, if it wasn't right for you. And so I'm going to leave you with that message of beautiful self-forgiveness and really comforting self-love. Okay. Thank you, Aquarius. If you're interested in a private reading, please contact me at soulsintersect@gmail.com. Also, feel free to check out my website at soulsintersect.weebly.com. Thank you so much and have a great month.